What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more For the King. I went ahead and loaded up the lore store for us to go ahead and make a few purchases. So, last episode, I think at the end of the last episode, we decided to purchase the woodcutter. I was pretty set on that. And today, I'm looking to either unlock the busker or the herbalist, and I think I'm going to go with the herbalist. So it says here, wise in the ways of nature, the herbalist can make highly effective use of healing items. While traveling, the herbalist is always watching out for useful herbs and plants. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock her as kind of a healer class, and I think I'm going to unlock the busker as well. So the busker might be considered weak if ever caught in a fair fight. With music, that doesn't make any sense. What does that say? With music by turns entertaining and distracting. If the battle turns, the busker is also fleet of foot. That's a weird sentence. With music... Sorry guys, that like fried my mind. With music by turns entertaining and distracting, if the battle turns, the busker is also fleet of foot. It's almost a good sentence. Performing wherever people gather, this rascal is rarely short of coin. Okay. So, I'm curious to unlock him as well. I think I'm gonna hold off on him. But what I do want to unlock is some of these locations. So the Dark Carnival, they offer an assortment of high-risk games to those with a carnival ticket. We have several tickets now in our inventory that we're not using, so I think that'll be cool to unlock. A bronze hero is kind of cool. Let's get the alluring pool. They allow us to teleport. A Kraken ward. Or a gambling den. I'm not as interested in the gambling den. Tempting to unlock that crown. I would like to unlock the primordial oak. Let's get that. And for future runs, I think it's pretty cool to unlock these types of small friendly encounters. And that puts us down to 0. We managed to spend everything appropriately. I'm not that big into wasting these books on cosmetics. Would love to add more items to our playthroughs as well. But I think getting a couple key locations that will now appear in our playthroughs will be great. So let's load our game up. Look at that sweet armor we picked up in the last episode. Looks awesome. And let's start. Our guys and gals are pretty geared. Where is everyone? Roland's here. I'm trying to remember where everyone is currently at. That's true. We lost one life, our first life in the last episode. Sigmund basically died twice, but that kind of allowed him to come here to the sanctum and get an even better focus-based boon, if you will. I'm not sure exactly what the referral is on that. We visited Hasta. You know, we have a lot of movement. Let's just go in here. I don't remember what was in here, if we could buy more stuff. I kind of want to buy another Hagsbane. But what I really wanted to buy was... more healing. And sadly, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. The Dragonhide boots might be better than the boots Roland's currently wearing, but I don't remember. So I'm cool with this. You check the services. Nah. So I think what we were getting ready to do, if I remember correctly, was we were going to get into the air balloon. You can see for miles, few have viewed Farul from such an incredible height. Let's pick up our party. And up, and away is the achievement we just unlocked. And I have no idea how this actually functions. If it just works like a ship on land. Can we encounter enemies while inside of this airship? I don't know. I'm assuming we can go over the water as well. It's kind of cool. But I feel like we should stop. If we're headed to like a major boss battle or like the in-game boss. Yes, and we can go over terrain. Then we should certainly stop by cities if we can. And pick up all the healing herbs that we have access to. So we have 2 major cities close to us. We'll unload. Nope. Can we not? Okay. I don't know if it's not letting me... No, no, no. Can I not disembark? Oh no, it's I'm accidentally using focus. Okay. I don't know, guys. I'm not seeing a way to exit the air balloon. Land? Okay. So you can only land once you run out of movement, perhaps? It's not a big deal. We figured it out. Let's check on their market. We do have a ton of Tinder Scrolls, which is something, or not Tinder Scrolls, Tinder Pouches, which is something that we haven't used a lot of in this playthrough. A horned helm. Assassin boots. This might be a really good upgrade. These might be two good upgrades for Roland and Sigmund. We might buy both of these. So let me check our inventories. We can come in here. Sigmund is currently using adventurer boots. And I think assassin boots are the next level. And he is currently using fur boots. That's 9 armor and 5 strength. He needs the strength. He's not at max strength yet, which is 95. Yeah, so we're going to buy these. Then we are going to leave. Head back into here and launch. Now we should be able to go into here and give those purchases to our boys. So Sigmund's going to want the assassin, and the royal boots are going to go to Roland. Very good. We also have a lot of items that we can sell also. We're not exactly low on funds at the moment. And I do want to stop here. I'm going to land. And let's go ahead and equip those. Assassin's boots. Equip. And we're going to sell what we can in the Imp's Corridor. Please have some healing. There's no healing anywhere for us. I don't know how often they re-equip or re-provision. We can sell the Icy Talisman. We have stuff like the Easter Oil, which I think is just better. And we have party immunities. The fact that the game kind of gave us those as part of like a mandatory quest makes me feel like we might want to equip those for an upcoming battle. We have a lot of junk. Captain's hat. It has the skill Inspire, which I've read a bit about. Fur armor, we don't need that. This is all good. But we have saved up quite a bit. Obsidian bow, we could potentially use that in an upcoming battle. We've saved up quite a bit of... Ooh, that sells for 88. Wow. 400? Jeez. trying to finish my thoughts, guys, but I'm getting a little overwhelmed by information. We've saved up quite a bit of consumables that we can use for boss battles that seem to be really powerful. We've stumbled upon the fire cave. I think we'll take that. It would be nice to level one more time, perhaps. It's only a level 7 dungeon. If we could level one more time before we take on what appears to be the final boss, that would be awesome. Use an identify scroll, see if it's a mimic. Panax. Collect that rum. We'll collect this, but we'll never use it. I don't think. I just don't see a scenario. Other than perhaps taunting. Ugh, what is this dude? A festering blob. I know what the spider does. Spider causes big poison damage. Let's just get rid of him. He drained all of my focus. Not cool, man. Let's just knock this thing super far back. I feel like he's also something that will cause a great deal of poison. Okay, and we just straight up dodged that. Time Warp might be one of the most broken abilities in this game. Not so much if we miss it, though. Okay, fizzle. I like that. He's next in line. I hate wasting that type of damage, but since he is next in line, we'll just go ahead and take him out. And we should be able to kill this dude right now. Good job. Easy fight. 48 experience for everyone. And our herb encyclopedia, I think we've picked up one of those before. Let's see how strong the iron tome is. It's got a lot of shields and reflects. And we'll use this on Roland, get him his focus back. We have a whole inventory full of those. No reason to be overly conservative. Now the enraged ghoul here, we'll just take him out in one shot. I want to say he causes bleed, so it's really nice to get rid of him. This guy has reflecting damage, and for some reason the angry clam is evasive. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but... Good piercing damage. And I think that was trying to cause some sort of confusion. Nice. We'll reload here. The reflects melee damage. That hurt. 26 is a lot. And as always, there's no reason not to time warp unless we think we're going to miss. Our odds of missing there were so low. Yeah, this doesn't kill him. He's got 12. Yeah, he's just a little bit out of our range. Nice. I mean, we have 43 armor right now. Very good. We're still so far away from a level, though. 3 more books of lore that we can spend. Jester boots, of course we don't need those. Enchanted plate mail, of which we already have one somehow. This provides all the things that he needs, so we'll just collect this to sell. That would have been a nice upgrade if we didn't have one already. And I see that chaos is rising. But I'm not sure where we could go to pick up party? Where we could go to, like, stop it. See a sea cave. We're going to go in there for sure. But in case you don't know, in case you haven't been watching all the episodes, we are headed towards this place right now. Trying to figure out how to do this, y'all. It doesn't... I'm not, like, doing anything different right now. Do I have to be at the end of... Man, it doesn't make sense. No, I can't just, like, disembark. That's pretty annoying. So, like, a singular island like that, I think I have to have a place to land next to it. So that I can then get out. I could be wrong, but... I would love to be fighting in all of these caves right now. Nope, it's not going to happen. We have to be on a boat. Well, I guess we're headed towards the final battle. We maybe could go and visit Fire Elm first. See if they have anything to sell us. And let's see the marketplace. Come on. So they're not restocking their healing. Pretty annoying. Let's see how much we have left. We've got one that we definitely need to give to Mira. How many do we have here? One on Sigmund. Probably can't do that until it's his turn. And then how many? We only have one on Mira. I think we're kind of finding like the edge of the world. Would have been nice to take all these fights before going into here, but I just don't. Yeah, we have to have a clear space to land. I think it's just because the tile is occupied by something. So maybe this will just be it for today. This will be the final boss, perhaps, of the entire campaign. And then maybe we can start a new one on the Frozen map with a totally different squad. So, no longer merely a legend, the famed Harazul juts out from the jagged black rock. What an imposing structure. Let's leave because it is Sigmund's turn, so we can take a second to give the God's Beard to Mira. But I feel like 2 of those just isn't enough. Let's enter what is probably going to be the hardest dungeon in the game. And we need to remember the items that we have. The Harazul High Guard. Intruders, but how? You'll regret coming here. Good dodge. And this is a piercing shot, so it's tempting to hit the guys who have the armor. And I think we'll do that. He hasn't gone yet, and now Mira can kill him. Area Blast only does 26 damage. Let's just get that kill, take him out of the rotation, and we'll see what the High Guard does. He did confuse us, or he stunned us. Okay. Good job. And he set on fire, so we were able to kill him with one action. Not a good time to get cute. Let's just do the piercing damage. And we'll taunt this guy. And he did a bit of AoE and caused us to bleed. That sucks. Let's time warp him. We've been missing these really high percent chances on her. I think that's the third one this episode. Now I guess we'll just kill him. So it sucks to have bleeding. We may, if we keep getting experience like that, we may level. 3 more books of lore, happy to get that. And what shield are we currently using? A wooden tower shield. It gives +2 party armor, which is definitely why we're using that. So, dang, we would lose... It's not a bad item. I think it's better than what we have, but it gives steady and stun immunity. We'll collect it. I like having the extra 2 armor on Mira and Sigmund. It also gives him 2 extra armor, so it's kind of deceptive as to how good it is. But I feel like this is going to be quite the long adventure. We could rest. I think we're ready. We might rest after the next floor, but we'll have to see how close we are to leveling. Whoa, who's this dude? An Ice Revenant, an Arch Cultist. Chaos, it is everything. Even Fa Rule is only one expression of the myriad forms of chaos. An Ice Revenant. Huge resistance. And that's a pretty big AoE attack. We're immune to being frozen there. Ooh, she receives 25% more damage. Okay. Well, let's focus down the knights. We missed... Oh my god. Okay. That's pretty bad. Let's rush. Put ourselves further in the timeline. Set him on fire, and we're going to have to reload. I think that was a net gain, but I think we're certainly going to have to use a party heal here. I would love to make it through this fight without having to do that. You know, let's taunt this guy. I don't know what kind of single target abilities he has. Alright, their armor is huge. But we have piercing. Missing that first shot on him with that really set us back. Let's guarantee this. He's by far and away the most dangerous enemy here. We have huge resistances. Perfect. critical there to get past that 30 armor. That hurt. We can't quite kill this guy, so let us set him back. We'll taunt here, and we whiff. Damn. Okay, I think it's time for a party heal. That did 52 damage. And we just need to prevent the like one-shot death. So this Revenant's going to keep pumping its armor, which is okay for us because we have such high piercing. We have piercing in multiple fashions. We also have lots of status ailments we can give. We're immune to frost damage. Interrupted. Okay. Start doing that piercing damage. Let's not miss some 84%. Best way to take this fight. Yeah. Oh boy. It's a guarantee we hit this. This feels very much like a real boss battle. Although I feel like this is not even going to be the hardest enemy we face here. I feel like we have an item that grants party ice immunity, but I think it only makes us immune to frozen. I don't think it gives us actual immunity to all the damage that they do. That would feel a little bit overpowered, I think. Ooh. We're about to level. So it kind of sucks that I feel like we need to... Is this better? It gives us 5 strength. Are we still not wearing the royal boots? I think so. I need to check that. I don't remember. The enchanted plate mail. So 1 more armor. We lose 4 resistance and 1 focus, but we gain 5 strength. Let's collect it. Go into our inventory. Are we wearing... Yeah, we're still wearing fur boots. What the heck? My bad, guys. I hate making tiny mistakes like that. So, I mean, with 94 strength, that makes me a lot less inclined to equip something over the enchanted plate mail, knowing that 4 of the strength that we would get from it would be unused. So let's say we're ready. I think it'll give us the opportunity to use one of our tender pouches here. So party rest. And now we're ready. And I think we'll level after this next fight as well. Okay. So some Bernie boys. So I think we made it past the ice room. This is definitely the fire room. Their evade is up. That's pretty gross. Triple blocked. Let's hit them hard, and then we'll come over here and use our standard blast. We'll get that up to 100%. That'll be a kill, and then a little extra damage on them. Draw his attention. Yeah, the only way that sucks is if they use a big AoE attack like that. That still did a ton of damage to us. So the game definitely gave us those talismans for a reason. If we had equipped one on each person, we would be pretty much immune to a lot of this negative stuff going on to us right now. That'll work. Yeah, I think we just use this here. Whoa, what is that? We were double interrupted. That's even that's a stronger version of the one that we use. We gotta get this guy dead fast. We obviously can't cause him to bleed, but we can't put him on fire either, so I guess it makes sense to use the other attack, just because it has a better chance to hit. Set him back. And that should be good. We'll get a chance to shoot. And now if we can just land a solid surge, that's GG for him. Alright. And I guess we'll use another tender, but we're going to level here, and we did. So we're now level 12. Man, we didn't level on Sigmund. Mystic Boots. We'll just collect those. We already have them, apparently. I'm going to use the tenders and hold on to the God's Beard because it's something that we can't... Yeah, we're going to party rest. Because we can't use the God's... We can only use the God's Beard in combat. The tenders we can only use outside of combat. So let's give these over to Mira. We'll give her one. So what are the other talismans that we picked up? Where would those be? Under armor, perhaps? So we have party freeze immunity. Here we have party burn immunity. We did both of those. And what was the other one? Shock immunity. Man, I feel like we need to do that. Not on her, though. Let's give it to Sigmund. What is Sigmund's? It gives him refocus. Refocus isn't necessary in... Actually, we're already immune to shock. Never mind then. Okay, we have party immunity to shock already. But refocus is not a combat ability. I think these are all good changes. And I think if I'm correct, this guy is definitely the one who electrocutes us. Yeah, the Lightning Revenant, and we are immune. So Amos, Father of the Gods, his domain is all of existence. The one thing he does not signify, hope. Okay. Corrupted Mystics, and we're immune. God, if we had been... All of us had been electrocuted for this battle, none of our attacks would be perfect, and we would not be able to take out these evasive dudes. Misery. Absolute misery is what we'd be fighting with right now. Just get rid of these mystics. 94% is probably good enough, but apparently not. RNGesus is hating us today. Don't know what that is. Okay, it's just huge resistance. Attack up. Okay, let's slow this guy. Come on, game. I'm missing like 90-something% chances, and we took a ton of damage because of that. It's brutal. I guess we have to just use our focus now. That was a series of cascading failures that really didn't have much to do with us. I would have taken those odds in a casino or something any day. Let's taunt. Just sucks that they all have so many AoE attacks that taunt just becomes slightly ineffective. Good damage. We have a party heal if we need it. We don't care that his resistance is going up. We don't care really at all. There we go. That is what I'm talking about. And he's not going to die to this. He might die to the Inflame, actually. No Inflame damage yet. Yeah, he dies after, but it would have been nice if they died before. And we level on Sigmund. Look how big the experience leap is. The game really doesn't want us to go past this and level. We already have a Tome of Wonder. And we're going to do what we did last time. We're going to party rest. And I think we have multiple tenor pouches on Roland, do we not? It doesn't look like we do, but I would have sworn. No, I guess not. So let's... Where are those? They're in key items. Let's give the last one to Mira as well. So we have one more of those party heals, one more party rest. And I think we're ready. This should be the final boss, I think. What a view is the achievement. But I see no like cataclysmic final boss. Fire Soak. Use this herb to be fully restored to perfect health. Collect on Mira. Collect on Sigmund. Collect on Roland. Okay, that's cool. We're ready. Oh, now we have the big boss battle. So happy that we used that. I don't know if that's something we could have used to party full heal. See, that's something I don't know. If we put all three of them on Mira. Vexor, Lord of Chaos. You come through so many trials only to perish here. You would have been worthy allies, such a waste. Alright, Jafar. This guy's got the HP. We're going to continue our strategy of focusing down the minions first. Hopefully he doesn't like resummon these guys or something. Life drain, ooh. Dodged, immune, dodged. Dodged, very good. Alright, let's focus. And we have some sick items in our inventory we could probably use. Use the Blizzard Orb, and I can't see anything because of the stupid... So we froze both of them. We did a bunch of damage. Pretty cool. I think we have a couple of those. Give our entire party huge evasion. And reload. Nice. Yeah, if we're not going to use those items now, like when are we going to use them, right? took 33 and we are now wet. We have some of these here also. Storm orbs. God, I can't stand that bug. Let's go for the kill. So 1 Chaos Hound down. Like I said, hopefully he doesn't resummon them. Whoa, we tried to inflict that, like, that death status effect on us. They now have chaos armor. But that won't protect us from our magic damage. So with this kind of armor, the best thing I think we can do is taunt. Let's use our focus. And hope he does a single target ability. Pierce, interrupt. Okay, well that kind of sucks. But we can interrupt him. For a second there I read that as Vader. And this is the time to use our focus. We're still taunting him. Chaos resist. Okay, that's way better for us. Because we don't care if he resists. We have piercing. Also interrupt him again. And that set him so far back. Make sure this is 100% attack. And if we have to, we'll use some of our roots to gain our focus back. 100 HP on the final boss. We dodged and we took a good bit of damage there. Armor down feels pretty bad. We're confused. Let's hopefully we still attack him. A taunt's not the worst thing. And we should have noticed earlier that he was immune to fire, and we could have put some bleeding on him perhaps a bit sooner. That should be it. Sigmund gets the final shot. And down goes the Chaos Lord. 5 more books of lore. Let's get back on our airship so we don't die. Achievement unlocked. Easy peasy. I guess that's because we played it on a normal difficulty. Or an easier difficulty. So, Rosamund, the Queen of Fahrul, you did it. You actually did it. You found the source of chaos and avenged your king. With no one left to summon Amos, the flow of chaos into Fahrul has stopped. You're heroes. Wait. Something's wrong. Harzul is becoming unstable. The tower is crumbling. You need to get out of there at once. Are we all going to die? The tower is destroyed. Surely no one could have survived that blast. Fahrul is saved, but the price was high. Countless lives have been lost in the process, including our 3 great heroes, and of course my husband and king. With Vexor dead and Harzul destroyed, the chaos energy is returning to normal. We return from the very brink of the end of all things. Roland, Sigmund, and Mira, no tribute could sufficiently memorialize your accomplishments and sacrifice. You shall live forever, an immortal stone, so none will forget what you have done here. And I guess that's the end of the game. We did it. Something else I had wanted to do for this battle was to use that obsidian bow. But I totally forgot. I think it would have been cool to see the DPS there, but with my luck it would have broken at like a crucial moment. But I think it was cool. We saved up a lot of our consumables for the final boss, and we got a chance to use them. That it seemed to bypass all resistances, and it did a ton of damage to those Chaos Hounds. So all in all, I really like this game. I think the difficulty curve is pretty easy at on the easier settings that we currently have it on. But from what I've read, people complain that the difficulty curve increases steeply whenever you get past the easy. So this felt pretty balanced to me. There were times earlier in the game where I felt like honestly I could lose. Of course, we ended the game with just a ridiculous number of life hearts or whatever you want to call it. We could have died many, many, many times and still been fine. We could have grinded quite a bit and leveled our characters up, maybe even one more level in between some of the quests that we did. But I think the game is basically designed to not let you really get past level 12. It was really great timing that we took on the end-game boss, level 10 boss, with level 12 heroes. It made it probably a lot easier for us. And we had max stats on our primary attributes by the time we got there as well. So our odds to hit, everything was just kind of in our favor. We saved up the right items. We had basically all of the highest tier basic stuff. And there's a thank you for playing from Iron Oak Games. And this is certainly a fun one. And for the price that I paid for this game, $5 after discounts on the Steam sale, I mean, this is totally worth it. And there's still a great deal of play to be had. So for the King, a screenshot has been saved. Sweet. Awesome. And I wonder if now those statues in the game that appear that we can like get experience from, I wonder if it'll be our 3 heroes. That would be kind of sweet. And there we go, guys. I guess we could go into the lore store now. We have 20 more lore books to use. I'm tempted to unlock the busker, and that'll leave us with 8, which is the perfect amount for this bronze hero. So one stone hero in Farul will be instead made from bronze. Upon tributing it, will additionally grant XP for your entire party. So it's just a better version of the standard statue. Still tempted to get those because I'm like shocked from the Kraken battle. But let's go ahead and get the busker. And we have 8 left. Let's get the traveling healer as a mini encounter that we can run across. And then with our last 2, let's unlock unlock the Kuro mask. I was reading Kuro as I said locked. Unlock. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm guessing this is like a really early game thing that we could find. And yeah, so there we go. We unlocked an item. But that's going to be it for me, guys. If there's enough, desire out there on the channel for you guys to see another playthrough, we could always go into a new game. And you'll see here there's a Frost adventure where I think we can unlock the monk class. There's the newer Into the Deep adventure, which is definitely more focused on, water traveling, which I thought was really cool. There's Dungeon Crawl, which I'm not 100% sure what this is all about, but I'd be interested to find out. And then the Cellar, I think, is Super Deadly. It may be like one of those never-ending type of fights, I don't know. And then Gold Rush. A special lore store unlock awaits the winner of this fast-paced gold hunt. The one I'm leaning towards right now is the Frost adventure, just because it's kind of like a new biome, and I think that's pretty cool. Just real quick, I mean, I would probably leave it on Apprentice difficulty. I felt like that was a pretty balanced experience for me, and the amount of effort that I want to put into this. I could see going into Journeyman now that I fully understand the game, I feel. The modifications change, so we can look at it real quick. I love that we get less lore, though. We get less of a life pool, but that wasn't really an issue. Economy. Inflation. The economy is just a little bit different. We get no stat bonuses. Enemy health is at 90% instead of 100%. And we don't get all the start items. And I'm gonna leave it. On Apprentice. I like that. Let's look at what it takes to create the game real quick. and we can look at our new characters, and then we'll do the character design and all of that in the upcoming episode, if that's what's something that you guys are interested in. So we have a herbalist, or herbalist. We have a trapper, which is still locked. The minstrel, which is someone we didn't play with. We had tons and tons of minstrel gear in the last playthrough. We have the busker, and the woodcutter, and the hobo. So what I'm leaning towards right now is something like a woodcutter, herbalist, either busker or minstrel is kind of what I'm leaning towards. And I don't know which, mainly because I don't know what their primary weapons are, or even what their secondary like weapons are, right? Like, I don't know if a herbalist makes a decent mage in addition to being a healer. I don't know if the woodcutter is only a two-hander, or if the busker is some sort of rogue slash ranged character, or some sort of like musical hybrid. I don't know. So I may have to do some research on that. But you guys let me know if you're interested in seeing another playthrough from the frost biome. I'd be happy to do that. And I think that's going to be it. So pretty sweet game, very fun series for me to do, very low stress as well, which I'm all about. This was almost like a break from some of the other harder games that I've been playing, and I hope you enjoyed it. So once again, guys, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming, and as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care.